happening with Piggy Intercity right now? How did it go from being a highly anticipated and much loved game to be such a disappointing game? Well, in this video we'll talk about how Intercity ended up like this, how it now has fewer players than the original game, and what's going on right now. To understand a little bit more about why and when Intercity was created, it was created on January 2 of 2021, in a demo phase being released. However, it didn't have anything interesting since when it came out you couldn't do anything, only explore and find an Easter egg that was the ZZ character that was next to the refinery map. And there was nothing more in the Piggy Intercity games because it was in a demo phase. And besides just leveling up and killing infected, nothing else was done until now, unlike the new one which follows a story, although it's not the main story of the game since Minitune has kept that one under wraps, and who knows when they'll be releasing the new update and when it's going to start the main story. But let's talk right now about how Piggy Intercity started coming out. Piggy Intercity was created to replace Piggy Book 3, although they couldn't move forward with the developments because Book 2 wasn't yet completed. At that time, the only chapter available was up to Chapter 4, and with only 4 chapters in Piggy Book 2 and Piggy's story still unfinished, it wouldn't make sense to continue with Piggy Intercity. Well, when Piggy Book 2 ended, we all started eagerly awaiting for Piggy Intercity, since that's where the story will continue in an open world, and we could see what will happen with everything we saw in Piggy, and see what's going to happen with the cure. But guess what? Minitune and his team, along with other studios that helped in the development, had created a Piggy Intercity quite different from the original, resulting in a new version of Intercity that is, I don't know how to say it, but it's quite advanced and millions of times better than the original game. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Furthermore, Piggy Intercity starts with a very confusing story because it doesn't follow the main plot. I know the main story hasn't even started yet and is still in development, but I'm saying that the intro is quite confusing. For example, what do you mean about 10 years after the infection and nobody noticed it yet? When the infection started with a report, half of the world was already infected, making it impossible for anyone to not notice because the infection was growing too fast. I mean, in my own case, I don't understand it. And also, how is it possible that today, as I'm recording this video, Piggy Intercity has only 374 players, while the regular game Piggy has 5,300 players in the game. But what's going on with Piggy Intercity right now? Why it has lower players than the original Piggy game? What I don't find normal from my point of view is why they released the Piggy Intercity game with too many bugs, and on top of that it was incomplete, only to say that it's for the players to prepare themselves for what is going to be coming in when the main story releases. It's also true that I think people have already lost interest in playing Piggy Intercity, because after announcing 2 release dates for Intercity, they ended up being delayed until June 13th, and that could have affected some people, causing them to lose interest in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if people lose interest because after 5 years of development, it's already been delayed twice and is incomplete and buggy. I don't know what the developers of Piggy Intercity expect, seeing as people have already lost interest in the game since it's been delayed several times. The story hasn't even started yet, and then it comes out with a lot of bugs. What did they expect? Honestly, from my point of view, again, Piggy Book 3 would have been better than Piggy Intercity. Furthermore, the original game would have had more players if Piggy Book 3 had been created instead of Piggy Intercity, since Piggy Intercity is just a joke and nothing more. I mean, I don't know what they expect when Piggy Intercity came out. I don't know if they expected the whole community to be playing it after making them wait 5 years and then losing interest in playing it because it was delayed twice. And on top of that, the original story hasn't even started. Piggy is already finished. It's just that Piggy Intercity is a complete unnecessary game since it died on its own. Why did they release it incomplete? I don't know what they expected. Not even I know. Honestly, Piggy Book 3 would have been better than Piggy Intercity.